All right, what's up, everybody? I'm going to give you my morning stretching routine, quick and easy. So I get into this position here and I alternate stretching my calves out back and forth because in the morning they're particularly tight more than any other time. So this feels really good in the morning. Then from there, I'm going to come down and I'll walk my hands over to one side. And I'll move over just enough to where I start feeling that stretch in the lats. I should feel it just underneath the shoulder and then all the way down the side of the body by the ribs, just where the lats are. So I'll sit back and I'll bring my head through to make sure that I can get a good range of motion and a good stretch in this. I'll do that a couple times and then I'll get into this position here and then I will kick out, almost like a breakdance move. But this is like a halfway Turkish get up. And what I'm doing here is I'm pushing my hips up, trying to get my body in a straight line. I have tight hip flexors, so that's what I'm trying to do, is not only stretch that, but activate the glutes as I do that. So another version, I'll do not just the Turkish get up, but I'll get into this position here, and this is going to open up the pecs, the forearms, the biceps, all while trying to stretch out the hip flexors and get the glutes engaged as well. So I'll do this a few times, and then from here I'll go into an actual hip flexor stretch. So I'll put a pillow because this doesn't feel good on just a real thin carpet like I got right there. So I'll put a little cushion underneath the knee, and then I'll push forward, and then I'll bring my arm up, and I'll start to feel that stretch at the front of the quads and then right underneath your abs. That's where you should feel that stretch. And then I'll come in, do a little hamstring stretch, and then I'll alternate back and forth just like that. Then I'm going to go into wrist stretches. So I'll turn my wrist out like this, and then I'll just sit back, not to where there's pain, but where there's a comfortable stretch where I can relax my wrist into that stretch. I'll just do that a few times to try and open that up. And then I'll go out to the side just as a different angle. I won't do it for too long, and then I'll come out of that and then go turn my wrist down because I want to be able to get into planche positions and stuff like that. So I will do this. And then here I'm going to rotate the upper arm bone in the shoulder joint just like this, and I'll do that a few times. And then for the legs, I get into this shin box type stretch where my foot is on top of my quads just like that, and then I'll turn my body. I'll do the same thing on the other side. This also gets the hip flexors, the quads. This is a really good stretch. And then I'll come into a 90-90 stretch. So each limb is going to be close to 90 as possible. And then I'm just going to sit forward, relax my body into that. And then I'll move a little bit further out just like that. So that's how I stretch in the morning.
Make the ground shake.